Good afternoon, Southside. I'm Jalen Pruitt, and on this episode of Hawk TV, we will be covering school safety, airpods, homecoming, and sports.
Don't go anywhere. Hawk TV starts now. There are a lot of things our school does to keep us safe. For example, we have 2 school resource officers. But what other procedures does our school take to ensure our safety? I sat down with one of our assistant principals to ask him a few questions about safety here at Southside. Last year in the U.S., there were 45 school shootings in 46 weeks. According to CNN, 32 of those shootings took place at elementary, middle, and high schools. The rules and regulations have changed at Southside over the years to keep the students safe. I recently sat down with Southside Assistant Principal Mr. Craig McNatt to ask him a few questions about safety measures here at Southside.
Well, technology is one thing that has changed and it's become something different. You have security cameras, you have automatic buzz-ins, so that you have to be admitted into the office area. So those kinds of things have made a big difference over the years, at least recently.
While learning is the most important thing at school, students can't learn if they're not safe. I asked Mr. McNatt what are some things the school does to ensure our safety.
Admitting people through the buzz-ins, that's one thing. We try to make sure that students are where they are, where they're supposed to be in the morning, so that there's not a lot of traffic back and forth. That's why we have these, all these different rules, so that you're on the right campus that you're supposed to be.
As we enter a new year, there might be some new procedures Southside takes for our safety.
Well, there's a lot of things we'd like to do. It's going to be depending on budgeting. We'd like to have more security cameras in certain places. We're always doing professional development to learn things that can make a difference, things that are new to us, and just seeing what we have and what we need to do, just training, that kind of thing.
A lot of students attend Southside. Making sure they feel safe is one of the most important things.
I do feel like they're safe here. We make every effort to monitor traffic and be in the hallways with them and make sure they're in the classrooms and that kind of thing. So we do everything that we can to make sure that happens.
So remember, Hawks, it's up to all of us to keep our campus safe. For Hawk TV, I'm Evelyn Gutierrez.
Thank you, Evelyn. School should always be a place where you feel safe.
Now Tanaya Burton joins us to see what people think about the coolest phone accessory there is right now, the AirPods.
Recently, Apple has come up with a new creation. AirPods are the new and improved cordless headphones that have caught the attention of many. I caught up with some students to get their opinions on AirPods.
They're better because they are somewhat louder and they're more convenient. Even though you do have to charge them, they do last longer.
They better because you can do a lot more things with them in your ear than regular headphones.
They're better.
I don't have to unplug my phone when I'm listening to music. I don't, because I don't have a headphone jack.
Most students agreed that the AirPods are louder than the old cord headphones that come with your iPhone.
They're loud, more louder.
My AirPods louder than my regular headphones.
They're sort of the same, but because they're so close to your ears, they're louder.
They're not as loud, honestly.
Having AirPods are already great, but what is the best part?
Really that you can really walk around with them more than you can walk around with regular headphones.
That you can you don't have to use like a string or anything to it. You could just Bluetooth.
While these students enjoy AirPods, there are some things they don't like.
That when they fall out, the music turns off.
That you gotta charge them.
You can lose them.
The bass isn't as good as it is on regular headphones, and the noise. It's not as noise canceling.
Although AirPods are used to talk on the phone, they are also used to listen to music.
It's called "Love Me Right" by Moxie Knox.
Lil Durk.
Look, anything really.
NBA Youngboy In Control.
As you can see, some of our Southside students have caught the wave. Would you like to hop on? For Hawk TV, I'm Tanaya Burton.
I personally like both, but everyone has their own opinions. Now here's a recap of Homecoming by Shania Forrest and Autumn Williams.
Now we are going to go to a quick commercial break. When we return, we'll talk about sports.
I can't do this. Hey guys, Sparkle's here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is just really hard for me to do, really hard for me to talk about, but the rumors are true. I didn't buy a yearbook.
You seriously didn't buy a yearbook?
Yeah, don't mention it. You don't have to make the same mistake I did. Buy a yearbook today at yearbookforever.com for $80.
Welcome back. Let's see how our Hawks are doing. The boys basketball team is 19-0. They are also number 1 in the state of Tennessee in Class AA. Tonight they will host Chester County for homecoming, followed by an away game at Scotts Hill and a home game on January 31st against Adamsville.
Meanwhile, the Southside Lady Hawks have won 16 games and continue to improve after overcoming several injuries at the beginning of the year. This is what Coach McNeil had to say about his team.
Well, right now we're a young team. We've kind of been hit with the injury bug. I think we have 3 or 4 players out right now, but right now with the team that we have, a lot of kids are learning a lot. A lot of kids are getting the opportunity that they may not have gotten had everybody been fully healthy. So it's all a learning process for us right now.
Hey, look what I just bought.
A yearbook? What would we do with it?
Let's make a time capsule.
Our time capsule!
Good thing about a yearbook so we can relive the good old days.
Buy a yearbook today.
Finally, anyone interested in playing tennis this year needs to see Mr. Evers in room 20 West for an information packet. Tryouts will be held soon.
Also, anyone who is 18 or who will be 18 before the end of the semester can get a voter registration application from Coach Stoffringen's room on West Campus. Applications need to be returned to Coach Stoffringen by January 30th. You must have a photo ID, like a driver's license, to vote.
So finally, let's take a look at a student that has returned to AV production to help lead on Hawk TV for another semester.
Last semester, Matthew Williams produced many projects over his time in AV production. I produced Pick'em Top 10, the graphics for that, and a blood drive package. Matthew describes how he completed those projects and what was involved. With Pick'em Top 10, with the graphics, I got on Photoshop and did that. And with the blood drive package, I used Premiere Pro and did all that. I got out and got interviews for the blood drive package, and I got help from Mr. Hammond. And I learned a lot about Adobe Premiere Pro and Photoshop. Matthew also tells us why Premiere Pro is easy to use. It was a lot easy to learn and get the hang of. His classmates who helped Matthew with these projects were Jennifer Watt, Rayshawn Eddings, JP, and Ashley Wortham. He also describes what other projects he could complete and why he took AV production again. Anything that he asked me, Mr. Hammond asked me, I could do. Because I really like the class and it's really fun.
That is all we have for this edition of Hawk TV. I'm Jalen Pruitt, and like our niece Carrie Jilts always say, it's a great day to be a Hawk.